What's going on, YouTube? It's Ali Dope, and I'm checking in once again. And today, I want to discuss the future of design and how you may be out of a job. So today, let's talk about AI and how AI is impacting the creative design industry. So you won't be losing your job anytime soon, but AI is taking over for the 99s and the 2000s for sure. So today, I'm gonna show you a few tools using AI and how you can use AI to create your new cover art or your next flyer. Now, if you've been on a rock lately, let me get you up to speed. AI is everywhere with apps like ChatGPT, dall-e 2.0, MIDJOURNEY, and much, much more. And apps like Deepface are becoming daily apps to help ease the process of creating. These AI systems are using machine learning and are enabling computers to be able to generate creative and unique artworks such as images, photos, videos, text, logos, and much, much more. Creative AI has massive potential to help creators and designers alike, allowing us to explore and generate new ideas quickly and efficiently, and create more variations of ideas from the start. Beware, as technology continues to grow, we have to balance out the pros and cons of AI, and that's gonna be a crucial stepping stone in the future of design. Today, we're gonna create our own piece of AI-inspired content, and I'll show you how you can use various images to create a full cover art and or flyer. Using AI is not going to be able to replace a designer or replace a creator or replace a photographer. As much as people keep putting out there, it is still something that comes from a human brain when you're creating creative solutions. Also, collaboration and the network when you're working on certain projects. The reason why people want to work on certain projects with certain people is the collaboration and the network of both. So AI is going to help assist creators, help assist designers, and even help assist businesses coming up so they can get ideas started quickly with or without an actual creator. So just keep that in mind. That's why I say you may possibly be losing your job if you're on the up and coming. So just keep that in mind. My gem of the day is gonna be, if you put in 18 minutes a day consistently, you'll be better than 95% of the world. But it's 18 minutes every day. You gotta do something every day. I've been doing design for almost 13 to 15 years now, creating something every day, a photo, a cover art, a flyer, a video. So other than that, I just want to catch y'all up. Quick life update. As y'all can see, we in a new spot. Yes, sir. And I told you guys, March, I was moving to start new developments so I can be able to develop and work even better. And if you haven't yet, check out the Big Splish Blueprint. I dropped my course for the upcoming creators, man. See if you can find some new information in there that will help you in the future in your creative business. It's a very, very shaky time in our economy right now. So I feel like any information is helpful. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe so you don't miss a drop. Leave a like so the algorithm knows it's lit. Yes, sir. And I don't even want to talk no more. Let's just hop into the computer. Let's start talking about some of these apps and what we can create with them. Let's get it. Okay, so like I said, there's a few AI apps that I use to help me create some of these new artworks I've been creating. I just want to look at a few of them just so you guys can even know what's out there for you guys to try out. So the first and most prominent one, if you haven't heard yet, is called MIDJOURNEY. MIDJOURNEY is one of those text to image generators. So you type in a prompt and you can come up with a lot of stuff. So for instance, they wrote in the prompt, magnificent calming clouds, surrealistic beautiful colors, welcoming and very sunny and bright. And this is what the app was able to generate. You can generate model photography, close-ups, you can generate animation, 3Ds, fake food. The possibilities are endless. You can be able to do so much. You can create backgrounds, you can create miscellaneous content that you may be able to use within the actual image itself. You know, starting a animated book or a cartoon that you want to bring to life and you don't have the artistic skills, or you could probably help your friend who has a story or poem and help them bring it to life using MIDJOURNEY. Now, Prompt Flow is kind of like the Google for AI images. So if you don't have a prompt or you kind of like just need some inspiration just for AI in general, you can generate and search the different types of prompts that they have here. As you can see, they have same thing kind of like MIDJOURNEY search stuff. So like if I type in Spike Lee, I guess it's more like Bruce Lee, they're giving me. I can generate new results if I'm not liking what I see. And that's just like the fun of it. Play around with prompt flow, generate AI images, play around, get familiar with it. It's free, so that's amazing. So moving on, dall-e. Dall-e is still kind of like MIDJOURNEY. They generate new images from text prompts. This one's free as well. These are some of the images that dall-e has been able to create using the text prompts from their users. I feel like every AI tool has a different set of community that uses it. All right, so I typed in Kobe Bryant dunking in the sky, and this is kind of what they gave me. It kind of represents Kobe, the purple and the gold, but he's in the sky and he's dunking. So they take your words very literal with dall-e. Same thing with MIDJOURNEY. So as you keep practicing your prompts and things like that, you'll be able to get better for sure. Moving on, Stable Diffusion. Same thing as MIDJOURNEY, same thing as dall-e. I just want to show you guys a few different versions so you guys know there's many different apps out there. It's not just one or two, like it's becoming a whole movement. So just get in when it starts, just so you kind of have an idea of the possibilities and how you can use it to your benefit. And then you want to continue to increase your skill set because you don't want to get stuck and lost in the dust. So we're just gonna get started for free. You can enter any type of prompt, enter a negative prompt, enter your prompt. So like it can exclude things and it can add things. It's free. You don't need Discord or anything else to use it. For MIDJOURNEY, you do need Discord in order to use it, but I'll show you guys how to use MIDJOURNEY. You could search different prompts. So if I type in hip hop. So like I said, they just give you different, oh, this is dope idea for a cover. You go out there, shoot it in real life. Like I said, I think AI is gonna help you just move forward. Oh, this is pretty dope. Hip hop style gold diamond pendant head with a large diamond in the hair. That's mad specific. So it's all, I feel like the thing about AI is, I know as a graphic designer, a lot of the times, like when I'm creating stuff, I usually like get stumped or like, oh, I can't find this specific image that I'm looking for to bring it all together. So I think AI is gonna help with that. So without further ado, let's use MIDJOURNEY and a regular image in Photoshop to create a cool, quick cover art, just so I can show you guys what is possible. For this cover art, I've been listening to a lot of Luh Tyler.
I don't know if I want Jada Waiter or Ruby Rose.
So we're gonna make this cover art based on Luh Tyler. Shout out to the youngin' coming up doing his thing. So basically, my favorite song by him right now, I don't know, probably the rest of y'all, is probably Fat Racks. I've been listening to Fat Racks non-stop. So Fat Racks is about getting money, having a lot of money, stuff like that. So I felt like for this cover art, it should be based in like a bank vault or like some sort of bank money type of thing, just to play on the whole Fat Racks thing. The cover art that they went with was like an animated cartoon cover. I mean, that's cool. I feel like everybody has their own takes on cover arts when you hear music. Plus, everybody has their own style. I just want to show you guys like a generic style, which is like, all right, I hear money and Fat Racks inside the song, so let me put him inside a bank. That's like literally the most basic concept that you can come up with, like for a cover art. Sometimes you want it over the top, sometimes you want it simple. For this specific one, I'm going simple. So first thing is first, I want to cut Luh Tyler out, and then we're gonna hop into MIDJOURNEY to find a background of the bank vault that I want to find, because I want a specific bank. And I also looked on Envato Elements and in Google, and I wasn't really able to find the real bank background that I want to use. So this is a perfect example of how to use MIDJOURNEY or an AI tool to find some of the elements that you need. Select subject. That's how you get the selection so fast around the subject. Then you press Ctrl-Shift-I to invert it. Then you will delete it, because now you gotta rasterize it. To rasterize it, then delete it. I'll probably just throw a little feather on there just because. This is MIDJOURNEY. MIDJOURNEY is a beta that's in Discord only right now. So you have to have Discord, which is free, in order to use MIDJOURNEY. So pretty much you type in your prompt using the specialized system, and then the MIDJOURNEY bot will create images for you. As you guys can see, when you sign up here, there's people already putting their stuff out here, so you can also get inspired too by other people and see what else people are coming up with. I think just cool ideas to just say certain things and do certain things. People making killing in here, making logos based on words. Somebody's really looking for a bathroom / imagine, right? That's gonna give you your prompt. Then you type in your prompt. The prompt for this is gonna be bank vault. Alright, so I typed in bank vault, money flying, heist, lasers, real. You want to be real specific when you're doing prompts. ID. Like, this is really cool. Okay, maybe I should be a little bit more specific. Bank vault during Alright, so this is me. This is what came up. A bank vault during a heist with money flying everywhere and lasers. This is kind of like what I had in mind, but not for real. So I was like, maybe I should be more specific. So you copy this, type in imagine, because it's not always gonna give you exactly what you want. I should have said, that's what I'm saying, you gotta be real specific. Inside bank vault during a heist. Alright, so this is the new one it came up with, and this is more or less what I was thinking. Like, when I seen it, this is kind of what I was thinking. And I'm low-key leaning towards this top one. The bottom one is cool, and this bottom one on the left is cool. So I'm really torn between the top right and then the top bottom left here. If you like one of the ones that you have, there's versions. You can either get variations of one, which is this one. If I want to get variations of this one, I can. So I can click version 2, and it's going to give me a bunch of variations. Here we go. So now these are the variations from the one that I just chose in the last one. And this one, I'm still liking this top one here. I like the angles of it a little bit better. This one has like a chair in it, stuff flying. This one looks pretty cool. So now that you have one that you like, version 2, we're gonna upscale that version, and they're gonna create a version for me to download. And this is the version. Okay, we're gonna open this in the browser. Boom, save this image. We're gonna save it to your respectable folder. Like I said, we couldn't really find a good bank image. Now I said, once again, there are bank images out there, and you can create this same kind of look and feel for your stuff, but sometimes the money and the time don't be matching up with one another, and sometimes you just need quick fixes and quick solutions to kind of just get to the point quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that in the back right here. Boom. And I'm kind of liking how he's sitting in the middle. You can see all this stuff going on behind him. If I really wanted to, I could like move this off to the right or to the left, just so it's a little bit more chaotic. Cool. So now we got a cool little background for Luh Tyler, So let's do some color matching, stuff like that. Sometimes it doesn't work when the image is a smart object, so just make sure you rasterize it before you do anything. You're gonna go to adjustments, match the color. You're gonna click this source. You're gonna fat racks tut, and then you're gonna just pick your image, and it's kind of gonna give you the same like colorization. And then you just want to like kind of adjust it to what you need to adjust it for. Like, obviously I want it to have some sort of color. The color intensity could be really, really heavy, really, really light. Boom. Boom. That's pretty good already. I think maybe just to upgrade himself. Let's go ahead, add camera raw filter. Go to clarity and just kind of like bump the clarity up a little bit. Lighten it up a little bit, give it some green. Boom. Kind of like that. Cool. We're gonna duplicate this, stylize, oil paint. So I kind of like that. As you can see, it gives it like a textured feeling. We're gonna go to filter, camera raw filter, right? With the same, as you can see, feeling. Go to details, noise, up the color, up the noise so it's a little bit smoother. Da 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 da. Sharpen just a little bit. Cool, like that. And then for this, we're just gonna bring that opacity way down. So now we got some green here in the background. Let's create this new layer. I'm gonna add some of the green from what they have already, make it a little bit brighter. Boom. We're gonna add that green right here onto the right side, just so, oops. He has some glow over there. You're gonna go soft round in the brush, right there. Light, screen, you can go linear dodge, overlay. I like linear dodge. Now, we got some highlights. We got some green coming in from this right side, so let's go ahead and add those highlights in there real quick. Then we can go ahead and add the shadows, but let's go ahead and add the lights first. You want to go add a solid color, the green that we already have. Click on the mask, go Command I to invert it. We're gonna go ahead and zoom in. We're gonna put these two together. We're gonna call this main. Gonna create a clipping mask so it's only inside. So the mask, you're gonna go ahead and get ready to paint, as you can see, on the mask. Go like this, like it's like a stroke. If you already have the pen, that was like a year ago. I had the pen pad or whatever. I think I used that thing like twice. I'm just not good with the pen. But if you're like a drawer, a person who draws a lot, or Procreate, I definitely recommend that for y'all. But yeah, for us, we're gonna go ahead and just keep going like this all the way around. So I'm gonna do that. Bet. So now that we have a nice hard base of it, you can press X to like turn this on and off. So we're gonna go back to black. We're gonna keep this opacity at like 95. Keep that flow at like 50%, 55, it's cool. And then we're gonna just go in here and like back all this stuff up. So it's like just on the edge. You can even make it smaller, but you want it like barely there. Boom. So we're gonna keep doing that all the way around. Blue. Alright, so boom. I think that's pretty good as far as like colored highlights or whatever. Now we want to go in there and add some exposure. So right click, create clipping mask, make sure it's underneath. You want to go ahead, like I can go in here and make it as black as I need to, but pretty much you're trying to like this exposure so it's like as bright as you want or as dark as you want. So whatever the colors are that you want, kind of like leave it. So like how it's bright over here on the right side of the shirt, that's kind of how I want it to be. Make sure I make it dark a little bit right there. Make sure that gamma correction is cool. And I like that for the shirt. So boom, go back to your brush, go to the opposite of this brush. So if it's white, we want to paint with black on white and just delete the rest of this stuff that doesn't have anything to do with that side of the T. Now we go brightness and contrast, same thing, right click, create a clipping mask. It's the same concept, yo. You just want to bring down the brightness or wherever you want to bring it down at, or wherever them settings are. So if the light is coming from this side, we're kind of probably want to make this side a little bit darker than it is now, because this side is obviously going to be brightened by this light over here. So this side is going to be a little bit darker, obviously, because of the shadow. Boom. Alright, so I duplicated my layer. I'm going to go ahead and convert this to a smart object. I'm going to put this on top. So we can do the highlights, we can do the shadows. If we burn the shadows, as you can see, the shadows get really, really black. And that's pretty much what we're burning, because I want the darkness to be dark. add all these into one more. I'm gonna add one more to it. I think I want to play with the levels. Right, boom. Make the levels a little bit darker overall, so we can get that more like dramatic type of feeling. Cool. This green light, we can go ahead and like elongate a little bit so it hits all the It hits all of the ground. And then stretch it up top. What I did now was I went inside the main copy, double clicked on it, outer glow right here, and I did the color that we already had. Bada boom, bada bing. Bring up the opacity just a little bit, like 50. Put the range up. I just want, like I said, a nice little light. The inner glow, we're gonna do nice and white. Bump that opacity up, and as you can see inside of here, it's like white, right? Range that up, and as you can see, there's more white or more green, whatever. Go back to the color we already chose earlier, and then we're gonna turn that opacity on there, like just a little bit, because it's there, but we don't want it like too crazy. I kind of like how it's coming together. I like the green side, the blue side. Like I want some money falling over top of him. I need something right here that's like gonna thing. Maybe I could put fat racks down here on the bottom or something like that. Our today's sponsor, Envato Elements. Try Envato Elements today. They have various video templates, 3D assets, sound effects, music, and much more. It helps making design a breeze. We could have some fat stacks of money. Yeah, let me add some fat stacks of money in there. So we got some money. We're gonna download this angle. We download this bag of money sitting on the floor. Cause I mean, what's fat racks without any money, man? Pixels was good. I'm gonna find one more image of some falling money. So I added these elements from Envato Element. We got the money bag. We got another money bag. Like we do need some money falling like around him, like that. But I don't want it so prominent. So in order to do that, let's blur it a little bit so it looks kind of like the same focal length as in the back here, right? Blur. We're gonna go with Gaussian blur, right? Real faint. Like we want to blur it, but not like too crazy. We play with the Gaussian blur on there. Go ahead and add a brightness and contrast on this one as well. Bring the brightness all the way down because it's going to be obviously on the dark side, and then we want to bring them contrast all the way up. And then for that, all we got to do is image adjustments. We have just matched the color on this one, but since it really doesn't have it, you want to match the hue to what's already going on in the scene. So you're going to go to colorize, and then we're just going to go like use some of the same colors that's already in the image. So we got this money bag. Let's put the money bag here. Boom. Gotta put a fat rack right here. So same thing. Just copy the settings that you use. Gaussian blur, brightness and contrast, image adjustments, brightness and contrast. Kind of just bring that brightness all the way down. Well, this one could be a little bit brighter since it's on this side, but it's in the shadows. You gotta keep mindful of where it's at. Keep it simple. Like I said, I don't want to do too much with this. I'm gonna throw a photographic overlay on top of it, like a film overlay, just so I can give it like that cover art feeling or whatever. So I'm dropping this photocopy overlay over top of everything. And I want to kind of flip it so the darkness is on the bottom. And then for this, you're gonna go simply, I really like the way linear dodge just brings images together. Overlay, soft light. Soft light is kind of cool too. Overlay, lighter color. We're gonna just go screen on this one and just bring it down to like 75. Now, it already has levels. I wanna add a brightness and a contrast on this to bring the brightness like right there, that contrast. I really like dark based images and stuff like that. I don't know why. make sure you reset this. Click at the top here, go to gradient. You're gonna go to radial gradient, and then you're gonna reverse it. And then you're gonna scale it up all the way till you get like a center focus right there. Something like that. Gradient fill, turn this down just a tad. Because you want it there, but not so strong. So like 75. Cool. Now, what everybody loves me for, my gradient maps. Alright. I get so many questions about, oh, your gradient maps, man. Like, your gradient maps are so dope. The first thing I always go over gradient maps is legacy. We're going to go to photographic, toning, and just to see what we got, just so we can see like an overall feeling. I do really want to stick with that, like that green hue. And if you really want to go a step further to bring it all together, you could drop a photo filter on there. It could be warming, cooling, green. Since that's kind of like our theme, we could boost that all the way up just so it could really, you could really get that green. But I do want the separation of colors between the green and the blue side. And if anything, one more thing, I'll probably add like some shadows, some small shadows. So up here you click on the brush, you can play with the setting and adjust to what you need. I need it to look like it's coming from like this direction. Drop that opacity down and that flow, and then we just dropping the shadows on where he's standing at, so it looks like a little bit more like shadowy, as you can see. And I want to do something about this because this side is like just real harsh. I do think I want to bring the darkness on this side of the main image over some more. We'd have to create a exposure layer again, bring down the exposure on that specific item. Right click, create a clipping mask so you don't lose everything. Boom. So now that you can barely see anything, Command Shift I or Command I, that's gonna turn it inside out again. We could keep what we already have, and we're gonna paint white on black, but the flow is at like 27%. And we're just gonna bring back some of this darkness. For the teeth, maybe just turn it to the side a little bit. I kind of like that. As far as like the image and everything goes, let's just add some quick text in there. I kind of like the onyx chrome that they have going on. You guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna play around with the text a little bit to get a finalized text, but like I said, that's pretty much the tutorial.
Once again, I hope that got your gears turning for your next project and I inspired you in some sort of way, shape, or form. Please keep in mind these tools are only going to keep getting better and keep getting new versions and new developments, and new apps are going to be coming along. So as a creative, always keep your eye on what's next so you don't get left in the dust. So until next time, you guys, which will be very soon, I'll be dope. I'm checking out. Yes, sir.